perspective, and we'll talk with him a little later. Yeah, Alistair, yeah, tell me, remind, yeah, we're going to be talking about that too. And any other thing that you want to talk about Friday afternoon, free up. This afternoon is a free up afternoon, 1:14. And I'm going to start. I got a little clip there from somebody. I have a network. I develop a little network of trusted researchers. So I started Rosie Douglas. Yeah, the same Rosie Douglas. Like this. Rosie.
Government for transparent government. And that kind of situation is always as poor as we may be, we are prepared. So there are no more Dominican passports for sale for $500. No, that's all the country. It used to be $50,000 to the treasury, and the rest of the money went to the agent. So if somebody wanted a new name to buy a passport, you give the treasury $50,000, the agent would say they want $400,000 and they keep the rest. That's how it was.
Because the accusations were that your country was allowing in Soviet mafia, drug dealers.
Well, when they were selling passports like hot bread or hot cake, you know, they were selling passports, and that led to criminals taking advantage of it. That's why we have told the Americans, give us some training. Because the minister, when he was accused, the former minister of finance, Mr. Timothy, when he was accused of letting in Christopher's case, he said he's only a white-collar criminal, so what? That's what he said to the world. So I mean, the man disgraced our country. And when this government moved to arrest some people who had all kinds of privileges, illegal privileges with the customs, after we got elected and they were arrested, he went and paid the bill. You know, so that he felt that really Dominica was an estate that his father or somebody in his family left for him in their will. And all this kind of nonsense has been now stopped. And we are a transparent country, we are a proud country, and we're looking for the cooperation of the outside world to help us build the country, because the country, in terms of ecotourism, in terms of its natural environment, it's good. The Sainsbury's, the big supermarket chain in Britain, came down to Dominica a month ago, and they have identified Dominica as an area where organic farming can be a major component because of the natural nature of the country. The natural beauty, one of the few islands or countries in the world where you can drive your car along the road, stop anywhere and go and drink water without worrying about pollution. That is the kind of fun that we have.
So on your tour right now, what kind of portrait or image of Dominica are you trying to portray? What would you like people to remember the country for?
I want people to remember the country as a country that is under economic distress. We're not going to deny that. But a country with great potential. And if we set the parameters right, if we set the enabling requisites, that Dominica can develop and everybody can share in the prosperity of our country as a democratic, small as we are. And we are much bigger than many islands in the Caribbean, except Trinidad, Jamaica, Guyana. Among the English-speaking Caribbean, we're bigger than Barbados, we're bigger than Antigua, we're bigger than St. Vincent, bigger than St. Lucia, bigger than most of the other islands, St. Thomas and Croix. And we are confident that if we can take the road of information technology and really build the Innovation Technology Center and continue to receive the cooperation of friendly governments and the cooperation of friendly institutions like York University tomorrow, for example, like New Orleans University, and many others who can take on the example of the medical school in Dominica, which was set up 20 years ago. And last month, 90% of the owner's interest in that school was sold for 20 billion, not 200 million US dollars to sold for. And the new owners want to invest right now in a hospital where we could utilize not just the top level qualified people at the school, but we could utilize the environment, we could utilize the...
Did you hear that? Listen to that.
And last
hear this.
That if we can take the road of information technology and really build the Innovation Technology Center and continue to receive the cooperation of friendly governments and the cooperation of friendly institutions like York University tomorrow, for example, like New Orleans University, and many others who can take on the example of the medical school in Dominica, which was set up 20 years ago. And last month, 90% of the owner's interest in that school was sold for 20 billion, not 200 million US dollars to sold.
So a Ross University that was in Dominica was sold for in excess of 200 million US dollars. So additional to that is it went to Barbados, and the rest is is Mia Mottley's history. We're going to come back.
Isa Trading Limited does it again. Another great product you want at unbeatable prices you like. Just received Olive Oil's land brand Cold Express Extra Virgin Olive Oil. Finest quality of olive oil. Available at 500 milliliter and 1 liter glass bottles. Delicious, healthy and nutritious Olive Oil's land olive oil. Now available at Isa Trading Limited. Prices as low as $22.50 per bottle. Isa Trading Limited, making a difference for you.
The New India Insurance Company has reopened its doors in Portsmouth, offering the same great services you get in Roadside: motor vehicle insurance, home and business owners, fire and related perils, public liability, and so much more. Come, visit us today for insurance with a personal touch on Bay Street, Portsmouth, or call us at 445-4023. We are ready to serve you.
So now, while we have lost Ross University, the next question is, who have we lost it to? And now they're positioning themselves not with passports. And we're going to get a comment from a friend all the way in England. But first, let's listen to
ago in the House of Assembly.
Mia Mottley.
The Minister of Home Affairs opened the second reading of 2 companion measures: the Immigration Bill 2025 and the Citizenship Bill 2025, and then asked that those bills go to the Parliamentary Governance Standing Committee for wider consultation before final passage. This is how big change should happen in a democracy. In the open, with the country invited to weigh in. My friends, let us be clear about who we are inviting home first. It is our Bajan family, our extended Bajan family. We will move from citizenship as a right for children of Bajans to citizenship as a right down to great-grandchildren. Because the first claim on Barbados must be those whose roots run deepest in our soil. And a great-grandchild is as important to a great-grandparent as their child and their grandchild. It is immediate and close. We will also honor our CARICOM family with preferential treatment in the acquisition of citizenship. Beyond family, we will welcome skills and investment that lift productivity, expand opportunity, and safeguard the Barbadian way of life. These companion bills sweep away the old immigrant status, and that, of course, is captured in the current Act, which still and does recognize skills and investment as a basis for persons to come. This will have and create, however, a clear, humane path to permanent residence instead of immigrant status. They put reside and work on firm legal footings so that families are not left in limbo. That is the bills that we are talking about. And they give spouses of Barbadians a straightforward route to settle and contribute with automatic permanent residence status. Let me be extremely blunt. Barbados will not sell citizenship. We will not sell citizenship. Our passport, respected among the strongest in our region and the world for that matter, carries the value of who we are. It is not a commodity to be traded. Once you become a Barbadian, there are no first-class or second-class citizens, only equal rights and equal responsibilities. A few nights ago, in the House of Assembly, the Minister of Home Affairs.
So it was suggested in Dominica, one listener is telling me, if not passports, what? However, those of us here at home are complaining they're being harassed even if they try to make a decent living selling coconuts. They are scared because you never know who or what is coming for you when you are on the side of the road selling your coconuts. If not passports, what? Good afternoon.
again. How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Franklin, Mayor Mottley said that any child of a Bajan, once you're a Bajan,
Once you're Bajan.
your great grandmother was a Bajan, you could fight for a Barbados citizenship. Isn't that so?
Not only that, for your children, you're that unborn.
Amen. But in Dominica, Franklin had to do an assignment for me. Go and find out how that working out in Dominica. Because it looked like for foreign citizens of the Commonwealth of Dominica that bought their passport, their grandchild, their great-grandchild, the child they have that was born, can become a Dominican citizen based on that one passport. According to that's what I heard a long time ago. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, please. But we know that our grandchildren, like my grandchildren born in America, for me to get a Dominica passport for them, they might have to go through hoops before they can get that. They have to find out who their great-grandmother was. They have to get all kinds of documents to get that, according to what I hear. Franklin, please, do your homework and let us know what's happening on Monday. How that's working out, because that is nonsense.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Blue. Yes, you're on the line. We're talking hot topics this afternoon to 126 right here.
The Prime Minister Barbados is a strong lady. She protects her country, and that's very good. Other than that, we have a country leader that sends the country foreigners, and they have more right here than I as a Dominican. That is madness. How can you sell your country to foreigners and they are racist? And these people don't care about you. They don't pay tax, VAT, inland revenue, and Dominican personally going to pay tax and other things. That's a leader. Goodbye, Venezuela.
Okay, I'll be talking about Venezuela, but guess what? So you have Mayor Mottley chiming in and saying she's not going to sell passports, she's not going to follow. Then you have, well, here in Dominica and St. Kitts and St. Lucia to an extent and Antigua with the selling of passports and citizenship. However, Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves is giving everybody fire.
Opposed to selling the passports and the citizenship
St. Vincent.
principle. I'm opposed on the grounds of practicality. I'm opposed on the grounds that it is not sustainable
Olihane.
and that it is reckless to run your country's finances on selling passports and citizenship. No. You see the Americans under President Trump saying that has to come to an end. Canada is the same thing. Britain, they start to say they're taking away, you have to apply for visa now from certain of those countries. And the Europeans now have put it inside of their parliament. Parliamentary committee in the European Union, Parliament has already addressed that question. It's going through the parliamentary process. It's just a matter of time. I saw it coming. It took a little longer because they give them some time to clean up. But I know that the money is so sweet for everybody. They weren't going to do any cleanup. Because if you really, really clean up, there's not a lot of money. There are so many corrupt practices involved
What?
in what I'm talking about.
Say it.
These companies will have figure out that they might have 2 to 3 years. They're mistaken, but they figure out that they might have 2 to 3 years. And what they will do, they will sell as many as they can, as fast as they can. Which means more vagabonds will come in. More corrupt people will come in. More money launderers will come in. More people affecting our security will come in. Because they will not be able to do the checks properly. Because they want to sell as many as they can, as fast as they can. And already, even those countries are trying to do the checks, they have a problem with those checks. We're checking out. What about, I'm talking about some of the lawyers and some of the accountants and wannabe agents. They know will want to tease leave as much as they can,
Uh-oh.
as fast as they can. So speed is of the essence for both of them. And what is their oxygen? Money on your backs. Like taking your passport, selling it, and you wouldn't be able to get into Europe.
Okay then. That was Ralph Gonsalves. First we heard Mayor Mottley. Now we have Ralph Gonsalves. 1:30. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, Franklin, and good afternoon to your listeners at home and abroad. You're still on the topic with Mayor Mottley?
Yes.
Okay. Franklin,
Yeah.
when I listen to what Mayor Mottley said, I have some friends up here in the state. They are Bajans. And, we usually talk about politics and things. What is happening in Dominica? Mayor Mottley would never able to do that in Barbados. And why the other Caribbean regions keep pressing Dominica and keep fooling the person in the top, I didn't want to call his name, it's because Dominica is situated in a position where it's in the middle of the north and the south. Dominica could be a better place. Dominica would be a good place for a hub for all the other Caribbean countries because we are in the middle of the Caribbean. And that is why they keep pressing us. We are Mottley doing so much mystery, and now she's coming on and she's talking for her country and what she's doing and what she. I hope the person at the top there in and listening what me and Mottley see. Good afternoon, bye-bye.
Very conflicting opinions within the middle. St. Vincent, Grenada, Dominica, Antigua, St. Kitts, Nevis. Yes, 1:32 afternoon time. This is Talk on the Block.
Yes, Peter.
Yes, right here.
When they sold Ross University and then boiled, I say what they have done to people in post-poverty now, they put them into poverty. The bus drivers wonder what next. People build their house. They can't pay the loan up now. Pageant open their arms in the air and they rejoice. Poor, foolish leaders we have in Dominica. That's all about it.
Thank you. Yes, I'm still working the phones, and we expect a call from London. Yes, good. Yeah, from Wimbledon in England. Yes, talk to me.
Franklin, sometimes we can't really blame Mia Mottley, Mia Mottley, she's
No,
you're
right.
They have a Zeze in Dominica. He's a little boy they're dealing with. They can tell him anything and they will fool him. He's getting excited. So they will do that. They'll try their best, like the people say to Mama Guy, him in a smart, tactical, all kind of ways. You can buy when Ralph Gonsalves came down to Dominica for the 50th anniversary of Labour Party at Portsmouth. It was, if I'm not mistaken, but it was some Labour Party function they had done at Portsmouth. And Ralph Gonsalves tell them, we don't need a airline to airport,
Yes.
international airport in Dominica. Dominica can be used as a hub. You can buy that from him?
Yes, of course. I wish I could let me call Martin so I can get that clip.
As Ralph Gonsalves went back to St. Vincent, he realized he fully deserved.
Third one, he had another airport.
Ralph Gonsalves
Argyle.
went because Vincent Vincentians were complaining that when they have to go out for the hoop or going for Barbados, the long stay they have to do and going out with a hoop. Vincentians were fed up with that. So Gonzales say, let me hear what my people saying. Let me put that to work. And the same people we had in Dominica that was going to build an international airport first that started it under workers. The same company, them Taiwanese that helped Gonzales to build the same airport in St. Vincent, while we now in Dominica jumping hopes to see if we build a $2.5 billion airport. You see, Marsh, here we going in that country. And some people, because they're getting the crumbs on the table, the peanut skin that fall down, they'll tell you what we can do now, that we love our PM. Marsh, sir.
Sorry about that. I'm hooked up to I just got a confirmation and connection all the way to London, Wimbledon in England. My friend and brother and colleague, we go back a long way. Mr. Bernard Allen, good afternoon. Welcome to the voice airwaves of Q95, the big station.
Good afternoon to you, my brother.
Good afternoon. We spoke early on your concern and your interest in hearing the clip there from Mia Mottley in terms of the agreement and her stance, a CARICOM stance, her determination to forge new maternal and paternal generational acquisition of the sovereignty and birthright, in contrast to what's happening in Dominica. Your views, your take, your opinion, your insight.
Yes, well, well, first of all, good afternoon to everyone listening.
Yep.
I want us to make a comparative analysis between that which has been proposed as the intention on the part of Mia Mottley and her government, and that which has been proposed allegedly by the Roosevelt-Skerry government. First of all, in Mia Mottley's statement, you will notice that she makes it absolutely clear that she will, first of all, will not sell citizenship, but that the very first persons who will be entitled to
receive get
privilege.
Privilege, yes.
The privilege will be descendants, direct descendants of Bajan, persons born in Barbados, and Bajan citizens on that basis. And so they will go from those Bajan citizens to their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren.
Mm-hmm. Generational, yes.
In my view, that is an excellent move on her part, because there are many Caribbean citizens, well, Caribbean descendants in the diaspora, who for years have been lamenting the fact that they cannot get citizenship of the countries that their parents or their grandparents or their great-grandparents are from. And so now Barbados is moving in that direction. But it will also benefit Barbados massively.
That's all right. That's just some emergency services back in London.
In the sense that if you have a population difficulty in terms of numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and you wish to increase your population so as to increase your taxes and increase your skills within your society, etc., you need to increase your population. This is a perfect way to do it, because those benefiting, as she said, are direct descendants of islanders from that island, Barbados, as opposed to what is happening in the case of Dominica, where our passports are being sold outside in possibly every country around the world, and we the citizens have absolutely no idea what is actually happening. Our country is not benefiting significantly in terms of population increase, in terms of numbers of persons who can work and generate growing economy.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we have citizens who are gaining citizenship
simply because they put 200,000 or whatever amount forward, and they have gained citizenship and all the benefits that go with it, but they do not ever have to step foot in Dominica and spend a penny other than the money that they've used to pay for their citizenship. And so it shows a massive difference in terms of visionary thinking between the Mottley administration, which is seeking to have their descendants benefit from these privileges, as opposed to the Dominica context, where we have our passports and our citizenship being sold wholesale all over the world to foreigners who really have no stake in Dominica and Dominica's economy and Dominica's governance. Roosevelt Skerritt and his government can continue doing whatever they like in Dominica and running a government that works in their personal interests and does not work in the interest of the general public and in the interest of improving the economy in any way. And it does not hurt these foreign nationals who have paid money to get our citizenship and who are using our passports to travel around the world. And so I thought that that comparison should be made because, it is really a travesty that we have sold, 50,000 passports
more than that.
to foreign nationals. Well, it has to be more than that because the 40 or 50,000, there was a start date from which these were counted. But however many was sold before that, and we really have not benefited. Now, if you think about the Barbados situation, if you have a population of 200,000 in Barbados, and you have, let's say, 120,000 or 100,000 who are of adult age and have children, have possibly grandchildren, and possibly great-grandchildren, and they can now all apply the population, the numbers of citizens who are entitled to live and work in Barbados will grow exponentially in very quick time, and these persons can then move to Barbados, create work in Barbados, or be employed in Barbados, bring their skill sets to Barbados for the benefit of Barbados and Bajans. Now, in the case of Dominica, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, or I'd like somebody like maybe Clem James or somebody who has a lot more knowledge about these things to call in and confirm or deny if possible. I remember some years ago, an allegation was made that the government of Dominica was, through their agents and through their governmental bodies, was promoting the sale of Dominican citizenship in the Middle East and other parts of the world. And as an incentive, what they were doing was they were offering the possibility for those persons who wish to apply for citizenship in Dominica to apply not only for themselves, their wives or husbands, but also for their parents, both parents, for their in-laws, for their children, for their grandchildren, and I believe I am right in saying that even their great-grandchildren were included. And it was even said that, and this was on promotional stuff going around, promoting the idea of people buying the citizenship. It was even said that those children that were yet unborn, that if one applied for citizenship and got accepted as a Dominican citizen, and let's say you did it on the 10th of September of the year 2005, and your son or your daughter had a child born 10 years later, that these children yet unborn, when born, would be automatically included in the original application for citizenship, and so they would benefit from it as well. So I would like to challenge the government of Dominica now to speak on this in light of what has been announced by Mia Mottley and in light of the differences in vision here. I'd like them to speak on this and confirm or deny whether this is true, that these promotional programs were going on in these foreign countries with these incentives included.
Yeah, and Bernard, are you aware that how many years now you've been living in England?
I moved here in 1995. I've been in and out of the country a few times. I was down in Dominica in 2018 until 2021, and I've been back here since 2021.
Question to you: have you had difficulty since the imposition of getting visa requirements for entry for travel for Dominicans into the United Kingdom ever since we got independence as a former colony of England? Now there is this barrier of getting a visa to go back to England. What's your view on that? Since you live there and you're Dominican.
Yeah, well, I think it's quite sad that development has taken place. It obviously makes it a lot more difficult for Dominicans, both financially and in terms of the application process, to get visas to travel to England. If you have many of us have family in England that we haven't seen in many years. Some of us have family who might be suffering ailments, might leave us and go to the great beyond. And Dominicans may wish to travel to visit or to attend funerals and that sort of thing, and it's a lot more expensive now. And all of this is as a direct result of the lack of vision of the government in terms of how it has implemented its sale of Dominican citizenship and to whom. And this is the result.
Buddy, thank you for your heads up. Let's keep in touch. Take care of yourself and your family. Love you, bro.
Yes, my brother.
Thank you.
You take care.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye. Thanks, man. We'll talk. I sincerely hope my other international line is functioning. Hi, good afternoon. Hi. Try again. My international line. Anybody here with me? No. You can try again. Still, you're continuing foresight and contribution. 449-3095, 3096, 3097. Rad and Q. This is Talk on the Block, and that talk is going around the Caribbean and around the world. Yes, Alice is saying talk about what the police are doing. The guys just put up the chairs and they were destroyed again on the block. The coconut people. Not only that, it has been extended. And they say over the weekend they're going to go around. I want to know if it's only happening in Roseau, or if it's happening around Dominica. So you can give me a heads up today or tomorrow, Monday. Let me know if you're vending. And somebody's asking, yeah, Ronnie, I got that message. If it's also for clothing vendors who are on the side of the road, including the Haitians. Good morning, good afternoon. This is Talk on the Block. Let's talk.
Good afternoon, Franklin. Good afternoon, Dominica.
Bro, well, I'm happy you called because I had you down. Yes, talk to me, my brother.
Franklin, I have been following a press conference today.
Yes.
At the police headquarters, I think.
Yes.
I listened to the deputy chief of police acting. But I didn't hear the deputy chief, but I guess he spoke. And I listened to the Minister of National Security, Franklin.
Yes.
And it is strange that none of them made mention or highlighted in any way, shape, or form one of the most recent move by the police to dismantle the different
coconut stalls.
In Roseau. Something that they just did, something which the public feels is a bold move by Corbett and his men. However, we have been told that certain people in authority have given direct instructions for the police to go back and bring the stuff from one Bruce. I don't know. I just find it strange And nowhere did Mr. Blackmore saw it fit in showing that he is effective in his actions as Minister of National Security. He didn't see it fit to mention that they went on several areas in Roseau, down to Fokole and maybe up to Newtown, I'm not sure. Dismantling blocks, which I do not think one can fault them for. However, certain aspects of the leadership of Dominica government have taken a position and has asked them to go back, and I think that is the reason, I must say, why this was never mentioned. Because they are not confident, they are not solid in their actions, and as such, they cannot even speak of it, frankly. That is sad for policing in Dominica. And I think there are enough cameramen out there, cameramen and young men who are out there to make mockery, to laugh at the police when they're bringing back the stuff. So I think that is a shame, that's a serious embarrassment on the police officers. If Quebec was to bow to the pressures of government, it would be a sad day for policing in Dominica. Lay body bon. This man is performing.
Yeah.
Give him his flowers. He made a bold move. I don't know if he has the balls to stand up to it. And it's just a matter of time. So we can wait and see where that one goes next. Thank you very much, Frank.
Thank you. I'll keep in touch with you. Yes. 151 on the block. They talk is yes, talk to me.
Mr. Moses,
Yes, I.
as a Dominican born here,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate to see nonsense. I've traveled all over the Caribbean working on boats, selling Guadeloupe exchange ideas and what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I have never seen them nowhere in Guadeloupe, and they do their own people that. We suffer in Dominica mercilessly, you know why? To shut your mouth, to be stagnant in a corner, put in barrack, and they treat you like birds. So you have no power. You cannot say to yourself, not when I'm alive in Dominica. I open my mouth at all time. We have to break this chain that governs the popular mind. And they brainwash. The devil govern them. That's all about it.
Thank you. Good afternoon. You're on 152.
Good afternoon, Franklin.
Good afternoon.
The caller who called before this last one
Mm-hmm.
and said that he attended or he listened to a press conference.
Press conference. It was up this morning.
By
Yeah.
the First Department. I have a few questions. Maybe he can call back and clarify.
Yeah.
Was the press heard that conference?
Yeah, I heard it over a certain radio station.
Huh?
I heard it over a certain other radio station.
Well, was the opportunity to ask questions. I mean, the press can be there, but they can be mumu, you know.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the moment talking.
So was there opportunity for questions?
Mm.
And if there was, why nobody didn't ask about all these activities, the coconut vendors?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
This just happened. So maybe the caller can call and clarify because inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, Shilling, you heard that?
Another
Mhm.
note,
Go
hold
ahead.
on,
Go ahead.
to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So they displaced or removed the coconut vendors. The sidewalk on the streets of Roseau are very limited because of a lot of vendors. So it's the same treatment would be for those vendors who have erected tents on the sidewalk all over the place so that sometimes you have to walk in the street and fear for your safety. Also, I mean, all the sidewalk vendors, including the one that's selling by in the street there by Flow, by the Girardel bus stop. Yes, that is what I would like to know.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, Shilling, if you heard me, you would want to respond to her, but I have just coming in part of my extended network of connections that people with their who send me clips and give me the suggestions.
Franklin Moses, good afternoon to you. Lennon here. A couple things. You played a clip of deceased Rosie Douglas, and it was interesting to hear him talk about make making Dominica an information technology hub, basically looking at building an economy based on information technology.
Sure.
And I know Rosie Douglas passed away when I left home for further studies in 2000. So that tells you about prior to over 25 years ago, this gentleman had the foresight to see information technology as a path forward. And we've known, we've seen what has happened since his death. And we've seen where the world has gone through when it comes to information technology, to the point where, you know, that is data analysis, AI, all these things are what the world is turning to. I hope your listeners or other people caught that, because since his death, we have very much declined. Also, although I was, Rosie Douglas at the time was still revolutionary in his attitudes and mindsets, and often misunderstood. But I think the Labour Party of Rosie Douglas and the people around his time, even Matthew Walters, who was my party rep, I think that Labour Party is dead and gone. The ideology that Rosie and the principles and values that Rosie stood for is gone. Rosie was the gentleman who fought his father at Hampstead Estate to make sure that the people of Benz and Calvish and areas who worked on the estate were able to get land, and his father seen him as a threat to the family wealth at the time. And I think that's why a lot of people in that area support the Labour Party, unbeknownst to them that ideology has been lost, that ideology has gone. The Rosie and Mike Douglas Labour Party no longer exists. And when I say Rosie and Mike Labour Party, I'm referring to the ideology, the principles and values that they espouse. Today, what we have is a kleptocracy of thieves that have robbed the decency, the integrity, the sanity, the pride of a nation and its people, and frankly, using the worst and evil, the weakness of our human character to stay in power forever. So that is something that I think should be talked about and highlighted. And the next thing is Mia Mottley is looking out for Bajans. Today, you have the FIFA has a rule where if you have a parent or one parent or grandparent from a country, you can represent that country. And it has puzzled me for a long time that our Caribbean governments don't see it fit to make sure that people who have roots in Dominica, people who have lineages, that ancestors who came from Dominica are not given residency status. Why should my kids, my grandkids, who may be born away from Dominica, not have the ability to live in Dominica as long as possible? Even if we are gone, we contribute significantly to the economic development of the country. Not just economics, but the human resource, that, capacity, what we've learned. And more importantly, the people of Dominican or Caribbean heritage creates a market for the produce and goods that are sold by Caribbean islands to places like North America and Canada. Without those large populations, you don't have a market because Americans don't consume those goods. So there should be a way to make sure that people who have Dominican lineage or Caribbean lineage are free to live in the Caribbean islands. They come home for Christmas, Carnival. Voting is one thing. You have to have residency, and we all understand that. But why not allow them to have permanent residency? Why should I come back to Dominica and be asked how long am I staying in Dominica? I mean, it's ridiculous. So these are the kind of forward-thinking, visionary decisions that we'd expect our parliament to make. Instead, Dominica is being slowly gifted to the Chinese for scrupulous means. And Dominicans have quickly become second-class citizens in their own country, far less for people of Dominican heritage, when our leaders are selling their own people with no shame just to remain in power. That's what's happening, Franklin Moses. You have a good afternoon.
Thank you, my brother, for your observation. It is 1:59 and 30 seconds and counting on this Friday afternoon. This is Talk on the Block on the big station, the original voice of the people. This is Real Radio, where we bring it to you as we see it from across the globe, from across the Caribbean, from across the world, via our media platforms. Ladies asking for clarity or misunderstood. The caller said in the recent press conference of the police hierarchy, none of them, including the security minister, mentioned that they would be on a drive to remove roadside vendors who are impeding the flow of traffic and pedestrians. By the way, you're doing, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate your endorsement. Still more coming in. The phones are lighting up like a Christmas tree this afternoon, 2 p.m. I got some business to do in downtown, but I'm happy you were here. Don't talk to me.
Yes, Mama, please, good afternoon.
Women, Palibamwe.
Right. About grandchildren of what man?
Okay, hold on. Fix up your phone a little. Check your phone. Check your. Okay, so while you're doing that, another text coming. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 11 texts and messages. So hold on. Wait there. There's a. Well, you gone, man. Okay. There's credible information that the police. No. The minister. No, listen to this. It's just come in. Let me see. At 1:53. Please don't mention my name, Franklin Moses. There is credible I have credible information that the minister for Roseau told the police to bring back the benches they took on the block, but the police are ashamed. I guess they will bring it back under the cover of darkness, but this is a sad day in the Commonwealth of Dominica for the police of Dominica. Yes. Okay. Are you there with me? Okay. So I have another one. I'm trying to get on the. Are you here?
Yes, big man, I'm there. Good afternoon.
You're really lucky to get in. Okay, I give you 90 seconds. Go ahead, talk to me.
Well, let me say quick.
Yes,
you
brother.
know, complacency knows the complacent. Okay? Don't knows don't. And what I'm saying is, a lot of us are afraid of the truth. I heard your conversation this morning, and I'm listening again this afternoon, and you revisited Gonzalez and Mayor Mottley.
Yeah.
And our people have the tendency want to blame somebody else except the real culprit of the problem, and they must start with them. I always say, when you're pointing a finger, look at how many coming back at you. Look at who you put in to represent you. Don't blame Mayor Mottley for standing up for Bajan, because you put a man in place, and up to now, a lot of us are not really accepting we made a big mistake. The people in Barbados, like a lady called you from the States, and Lennon just told you a while ago, they will not take that from Gonzalez. You see, Gonzalez get a bus head somewhere going on. You remember when he was out there campaigning and somebody threw a stone at him? I'm not going to go into detail of that, but a lot of people know. Okay, Mayor Mottley know the Bajan population will not take that. So you got to understand what you're dealing with. So the complacent knows complacency, and he knows that people would take nonsense from him so he could run roughshod over Dominica. And people are the reason why, not scared. Scared is not the problem. The people have the power to change Dominica overnight, but they have refused because everybody's getting a afraid mode. They're scared of somebody. I don't know what they're scared of or who they're scared, why. But they're afraid for instance. Let me explain something to you. You could catch a rat with crumbs. The same that's a challenge that's selling at the chicken with the rice. And he plucked the chicken on stage and the people keep coming back. Chicken bleeding to death and the chicken keep coming back for the rice. The people keep coming back for the same thing. 5 cents, 10 cents, bottle of rum, 300, 500, whatever. These things you must understand, and we must look at these things deeply and look at within ourselves. Don't look at outwardly. It's us. It's the people. These leaders only do what the people allow them to do. And I can't say it no more than I've said it before. My brother, I'm listening to you. Great subject matter.
Thank you.
Because here's what's taking place. We are never going to get out of this morass until the people stand up and they say, no, tomorrow I'm done, and stand up. Simple as that. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night. It's Day in Dominica. Yes. This one, I read. Hold on. Wait in the line there for me. Wait in the line. Hang on. This one is coming from North America. We can slice it and dice it and how we want, but it will always keep it real and ask the tough questions. Who brought Roosevelt, Skerritt, and Vince Henderson into the Dominica Labour politics, and most specifically the Labour Party? The fact remains that both Skerritt and Vince are truly the legacy of Rosie Douglas. Yes, you're on.
Franklin, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Franklin, do you really believe that the police reacted without getting orders from the top head?
I am asking everybody. Well, I'm conveying. I'm the conduit. So it's not my emotion, not my question. I'm just a conduit. People have been asking. I got about 7 calls. Ask for me, please, Mr. Franklin Moses. Who is the one who gave the directive? Who gave the order? Is it the government? Is it minister? Is it the head of the police? Is it Roseau City Council? Is it solid waste? Who is the one who gave the? No, I haven't received an answer.
That's a good question, because it's nowhere the police will react on their own without they get command. And those that give them command get command from a higher top. So when the minister coming there now and telling the police to bring back the benches, the minister is ruling out of place. He ruling out of place to tell the police to bring back bench. We see the police that's what they command on the street. Because they're the one that give the command. They're the one that do it. But they're doing it then for them to come and give command and say, bring it back. Then for them to beat their chest and say, with their political, we make the police bring it back. So it's not us. Lie. A bunch of tricks. They're looking for political points. But I'm ready to win and come again. People are stupid no more. Not gonna have a good afternoon.
Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you very much. We're keeping it real this afternoon. Talk on the block. I'm going to take a break in 2 minutes. Yes, talk to me.
But Franklin,
Yes, ma'am.
what was the purpose of the mess conference this morning now?
As soon as Matt comes back, I most certainly we'll be able to share how I could get the information. Like I went down to get some updated information, but I had to get back here. So I really do not know.
Information about what? I mean, what was the purpose of the mess conference?
I will try and get that information before 3 o'clock. I can call my colleague at the radio station.
And it was at the police headquarters.
Yes, but it was carried live. I heard it in a certain radio station.
Well, all other conferences have been a mess conference, but this one is a double mess conference. Yes.
It looked like it was an emergency one. It looked like it was an emergency one. I'm going to try one last time for the international line. International line, you're on.
Yes, my brother, the trucker right here. What's going on?
Trucker, yes, you're on.
Yeah, Franklin, it's sad what's going on in Dominica, but with all that being said and being done, when election time comes, them same people that they brutalize going to still vote for this government. But you see what's going. I think what's taking place there. Remember, a couple of days ago, you said that Barbados made a deal with or getting coconuts or whatever from India.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's going to happen there. Barbados going to be bottling the coconut, and Dominica going to be a vendor. So they don't want no vendors on the street. That who knows? There might be investors right there in Dominica government with that coconut bottling in Barbados. So then they start right now. So Dominican have to stand with each other and for each other for a change of governance. That's the only way Dominica are going to move forward. And I always going to continue to blame the police for everything that's happening in Dominica. They are the ones to blame, because why? Before the people go into the street and have a peaceful protest, they come in with guns after the people, your own people in Dominica. So I mean, the people are not supposed to talk on ills that's happening to them. People have to stand together, my brother. I'm listening. Have a blessed afternoon.
Thank you very much for that. Okay, so we have, I'm going to do this last one for the time being. Yes, good afternoon. Yes.
Yes, good afternoon, Franklin.
Yes, thank you.
You hear me better?
Yeah, much better. A lot clearer.
All right. Well, to everybody's surprise, I can tell you I was a little bit happy to see that happening.
To see what happening? What is
the policemen ripping out the block seats and the places where sit down and so on, ready to sell coconut. Because I was hoping to have heard a minister of government, maybe the prime minister, say, well, we have jobs for all these people who are on the block and selling coconut and everything like that. I was hoping to hear that today.
But you messed up my head when you said that there was a press conference and nothing of what happened yesterday was said.
Say my Pamoke. All right.
Yeah.
I'm reading the text that are available. Yes.
Yeah, but it is very sad, Franklin, that the person who directed the police yesterday could ask them to go and break up people's stalls where they sell coconut water. And I'm going to piggyback on this gentleman who just spoke a while ago. Maybe Barbados is going to be selling coconut water to Dominica. That's not far-fetched, Franklin. Because we have so much water in Dominica. I will say this at nauseum. My father went to pick up a man in the Caribbean airport, 68. And then when the man came out, he looked over the wall. He saw the water going down. He asked, "Where is that water going?" My father told him to see. He asked my father whether it's the whole night. So that shows that we have never gotten the thinking to stop that water from here and do something with it, sell it or something like that. So Barbados now may be able to sell coconut water to Dominica. I heard 2018 or so Barbados saying that they will be next year, 2019, they'll be able to ship $1 billion of marijuana oil.
Yes.
And this disturbed me a little, because I was thinking Dominica's soil, after I heard that gentleman, Mr. Louis, said that Jamaica coffee, 1 teaspoon of Jamaica coffee and 1 teaspoon of Dominica's coffee, the Dominica coffee makes more than the Blue Mountain coffee from Guyana. And if that is so, Franklin...
Blue Mountain coffee is from Jamaica. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I believe that is so. I believe any marijuana oil which we would make in Dominica would be very highly sought after.
I agree.
Because our soil is better than Barbados in a million years from now. If anybody hasn't gone to Barbados, I've been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our soil is better than Barbados. So this is what we need to, one of the things we need to do to create employment in Dominica. Let people create their own employment. Allow people to plant marijuana.
Okay. Am I correct? Let me press you. Am I correct that you're saying that we have a great opportunity for national and international investment in marijuana because of our soil, export of coconut water because of our soil, and what's the other thing you mentioned? You mentioned something else again.
Everything because of our soil.
Because of our soil. Oh, the water, an export of water, because you guess the guy said the river is going down.
I researched the marijuana oil thing, and the basis of the marijuana oil is coconut oil. I'm oiling over Franklin.
Okay.
That's the basis of the marijuana oil.
Is what?
Barbados would have to plant a lot of coconuts so that they could get oil to make the marijuana oil.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is something our government, who is a bit very lazy, they do not move with alacrity at all to do anything. The only thing they do move with alacrity is after the win election, 1 month later or 2 weeks later, they try to start to plan to win the next election. Good afternoon.
Okay, I have to move with alacrity myself. 2:12 afternoon time. Final one overseas before we do some business in downtown. You on?
I was lucky to get in twice today. Let me tell you something. I just heard the brother talk about his dad telling the man water goes to the sea
24/7 ever since I born.
Right. And he says we got better soil. But let me explain the truth to you. The truth is, yeah, we got more water. We got more better soil and everything. But Barbados have better brains. A more step forward people who don't take the nonsense from the governance. And this is why we're in the condition that we are in, my brother. It's not because we can't do it. We have, let me hold my tongue. Round to the people in office. People who you can't tell nothing. They take it personal. They act like children when you say something, they throw a tantrum instead of leading. They are followers. They are non-doers. They got sticky fingers. All these things are what's being played against the people and the country. This is why the country is regressing, not progressing. Brother, I see you on Monday. I'm listening.
Thank you very much. 2:13. Hey, you want to wash your clothes? You need to get your laundry done? Well, it's time to
Feeling safe has never been as important as right now. As a mother, I trust Clean and White Bleach for a powerful and safe clean to sanitize and disinfect all areas of our home, especially now that it's our workplace, school, and playground. Like many other households, you too can be confident that Clean and White Bleach will kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. Clean and White, the power of safe cleaning.
Clean and White Bleach, locally distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
I wanna drink Dominica, that's rum with you. I wanna drink, baby. Dominica, that's rum with you. Get it, body, drink it every day. Give me energy, no right pepper way. Get it, body, drink it every day. Give me energy, time to daily way. Okay, my body, my baby, you ready? Full energy, my body, my baby, you ready? Full energy, okay. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited. Drink it, but don't abuse it. Okay, boom.
But do you really have money to burn? What about your commitments? Have you paid your bills? What about your telephone bill, your light bill, your water bill? What are you going to use to pay your loan? A truck of stones? NCCU wants you to continue to make wise financial decisions that will not leave you stressed. Think of your commitments. Commit to your commitments. Commit to saving. And then you can have some money to burn.
If you know your favorite store, dial it now. 612-1253. That's Mega Deals. You can rely on Mega for some real deals on name brand clothing and electronics. High quality, low price. We are a wholesale and retail store located in Calabashi, right on the main road. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram at Mega Deals Dominica. Like our page. Check out our stuff. Call us. Visit us. Would appreciate that. Come try it on. Love it. Buy it. At Mega Deals. Your one and only online and brick and mortar store. Mega Deals is also on wheels. We make it convenient for your shopping. We deliver straight to your door. Email us at info@megadealsda.com. Rely on Mega Deals for some real deals.
Do It Center shoppers, we have exciting news. Your favorite home improvement destination just got a major upgrade. Get ready to experience the all-new Do It Center online store. Fresh look, same great products, and super user-friendly. Find what you're looking for in a snap. Need assistance? We've got you covered. Connect with our live chat agents for real-time assistance. But that's not all. Introducing the convenience of seamless online payments with reliable delivery service straight to your door. Shopping for quality products has never been this easy. Don't miss out. Visit store.doitcenterdominica.com and experience the new era of our online shopping. Do It Center, your partner in home improvement.
One of my listeners and part of the broadcast network, I think you may be in New Jersey, New York. Well, I know it's you. Leaders that work in the interests of country give hope and focus on economic development. Their people come first. Dominica did not benefit from the CBI revenues, considering the size of our population and meeting for our needs as a people. Do our leaders work in the interests of the country? Mia is enticing her people and extended families to return. Smart move on the contrary. Dominica is suffering from a brain drain and all kinds of drainage of the population. Okay, so I have my brethren here. He's been waiting for a while.
Mr. Moses, good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to all Dominicans, those who are at home and for those who are abroad. Mr. Franklin, I want to ask a question. But before I ask this question, I want to just say a little thing about what Mr. Lennon, is his name?
Yes.
Said when he was doing his contribution. I am subject to correction, but I don't think that this part on the form when you enter into Dominica, asking you as a Dominican how long you're going to stay in Dominica. I am subject to correction. I don't believe that it was implemented by this administration. I think it has been there for a long time. But the time has come long enough for them to change that. It's very simple. You only add to it or below it for visitors only, and that closed the matter. Right. I hope that can be a little help to us in Dominica. But let me ask the government of Dominica, the administration that rule in Dominica, specifically the man that say he wants things in Dominica. I want to ask him whether it is because he have no need for Dominicans again. Because frankly, you have to play Prime Minister Mottley again, you know. You played that clip yesterday. And I think it did a great damage to what happened to Dominica recently about taking food out of people's mouths.
Oh.
So I want to ask the government, specifically the one who said that he wants things in Dominica, is it because you do not have need for Dominicans no more? Dominicans, you all have to open your eyes, you know. If it's that he mean, if it is that he's saying to himself, well, I can do what I want now. I have captivated the country. I have captivated the people. No one can stop me. I am requesting when there's an election, whether you love him or not, vote against him totally. Every Dominican need to say, no, listen, enough is enough. We're going to vote against the Labour Party to the entire party. We're going to vote every candidate out. That's the only way Dominica will be recovered. Moses, thank you for taking this voice note. And again, I'm pleading with you, if you would play Prime Minister Mia Mottley, the clip you played yesterday, where she's saying, if you take people's job, if you take food from people, I think the whole region need to hear this. So I am also requesting that you send to my phone this clip there, please. Thank you, Moses.
Okay, all right. I'm going to work on that for you almost instantaneously. So this is where we're at this point in time. Let me just search for it. I have it in my archives, and so let's warm up. Let's warm up.
Study it. If you deprive some people the right to grow their own food, they're going to suck all. If you deprive from people the right to be able to earn a living and get a job, they're going to suck all. And if you take food from people, and you take jobs from people, and you take hope from people, you effectively destroy the area in which the people are living. I ask you to go.
Okay, so that's Mia. Mia, say that again. Mia, say that again because no, hold on a while. Let me play something that happened just about a couple months ago in Barbados very self. Okay, hold on. Partner, talk to me again. I know I can't understand.
Every single one we complain. We went to inquire. I thought we can move it. Can't move it. You know, here for years now, this never happened. So people can't tell me we got to move it every year. We're going down. Many times we left it for 2 and 3 years. I do a complaint. No, you come here now. The whole thing, your TV, all the place, and then make it back, and then we not real there. Which everybody that movie. You expect other men, mother complain to your man who went to the rest of the week. But now we hear it on news, and then we can play for side that. We do. Say from early last month to this month, you complain to man, and it happened. You see anything?
Okay, so that was a cleanup that they had in Barbados of coconut farm and vendors. But however, you wanted to hear the clip. Let's hear what Mia is saying, and she said that in Dominica, according to the foreign people, but in Dominica.
Study it. If you deprive from people the right to grow their own food, they're going to suck all. If you deprive from people the right to be able to earn a living and get a job, they're going to suck all. And if you take food from people, and you take jobs from people, and you take hope from people, you effectively destroy the area in which the people are living. I ask you to go.
Okay, alrighty then. So what I'm looking for is the recent. Well, you can't see the pictures. You will not see it, but I have the clips of the guys. I'm saying how destructive it was for them, losing most of the. Let me see if I have this one here. Was okay. Let me see if I think. I've got to be doing no, not this one, multitasking. Yeah, but however, let me do some business first. I pay the bills and I'm going to come right back right after this.
www.findmothers.com. No standing in line, no wasting your time. FindMothers.com. Just order online, everything will be fine. FindMothers.com. As soon as you click, you'll be getting it quick. FindMothers.com. It's like having the entire store at your fingertips. www.findmothers.com.
Okay, another one. Then we come back. Yeah, you're on the phone. Hang on for me 1 second. Yes, we continue.
Looking to start your next home improvement project? Do It Center has everything you need from foundation to finish. Whether you're building, renovating, or just sprucing up, you'll find a wide selection of construction materials, lumber, tools, finishings, and of course, Do It Best quality paints. Perfect for every roof. Now with 2 convenient locations on Goodwill Road and Cork Street, it's easy to shop in person or you can browse the full collection online at store.doitcenterdominica.com. Need delivery? They've got you covered. Do It Center offers island-wide delivery so your purchases reach you wherever you are. Visit them today and the friendly, knowledgeable staff will help bring your home improvement dreams to life. Do It Center Dominica, your partner in home improvement.
Going shopping for farming supplies. So I ask you, what are you doing inside Bloombox? You have a farm? You tell me, that's how it has sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. They say, no, not woman, like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
On Friday, August 29th at 10:50 a.m., Creole Helmet and Q95 FM invite you to a moment of national reflection, a living tribute to one of Dominica's most impactful sons, Honorable Julius Timothy, a statesman, a visionary, a sportsman, an exceptional businessman, a servant of the people, a man who stood firm when bold ideas needed brave voices. When the world, the Creole Music Festival was just a dream, Julius Timothy stood up. He championed it. He fought for it. And today, 28 years later, the World Creole Music Festival echoes the world. A global cultural legacy rooted in the courage of men like him. And as we celebrate this milestone, we awaken the spirit of our ancestors, those who fought for freedom, who overcame shackles, suffering, and silence, and who gave birth to our rhythm, our language, our music. Now, as the drum beat deep within us, let us rise up and pay tribute to a man who believed in his people, who believed in Dominica. Let us give him what every living legend deserves: gratitude, respect, love. Join us August 29, Julius Timothy Day, recognized by Creole Helmet and Q95 FM. Family, friends, colleagues, and fellow Dominicans, call in, share your words, celebrate his journey. Let us honor Julius Timothy now while his heart still beats with us, because true gratitude is most powerful when it's given in life. Friday, August 29, 10:50 a.m. on Q95 FM. A living tribute to Julius Timothy, brought to you by Creole Helmet and Q95 FM as part of our celebration of the World Creole Music Festival at 25. Let the helmet of a grateful nation be heard.
No. This is the best team I've ever had. Listen, from every corner of the world comes the. I don't know where you guys are getting it. But you're making the job interesting. Now, so we had Mia, then we had Ralphie, then we went back to Barbados, went to England. Now we're back to Scary.
Because this country, there's just too much hatred in this country. There's too much political tribalism. We have to promote peace in our country, brotherhood and sisterhood, togetherness.
A few minutes later.
You can't come here and talk about no jelly, man. What jelly, man? What damn jelly am I talking about? Jelly, man. Let's get serious in Dominica. Let's get serious in Dominica. Let's get serious in this country. Man, he's a jelly man, he's a jelly man. Jelly man. Jelly man what? What jelly man can do for you? What jelly man can do for you in Casinos? Ladies and gentlemen, I have always heard that wise men come from the east. You are bright people. You are bright people, you are smart people. You can't go and gamble with your future with some sideshow that's taking place in Casinos constituency. There is a sideshow. Macaque talking about. Functioning. Talking about serious business. Serious business. Jellyman can build a house for you. What can Jellyman do for you in Casinos? Maybe give you a jelly? Maybe give you a jelly? Yes? Give you a jelly. That's all. You pay $5 to get a jelly. And jelly, he sell him out to you anyway. I mean, because this country, there's just too much hatred in this country. There's too much political tribalism. We have to promote peace in our country, brotherhood and sisterhood, togetherness.
Listen, this is BBC stuff. This is CNN stuff. I got you on. Yes, talk to me.
Peter, good afternoon, Peter. I'm Moses.
Yes, sir.
That's a leader who criticizes the man selling coconut on the roadside. That's a leader preventing Dominica from making a livelihood. The devil take care of that boy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
When it came, grab my opportunity. But we still the chasing after morning.
I go overseas. Let me see if my line is working. 2:30? 32. Don't test me, no.
Franklin, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. I have a network there. The people smart. They're intrepid reporters all around the world. I get in clips like what?
Hey, Franklin.
Talk to me.
Hello.
You're in the trade house. I'm listening to you. You're on, so just vibes.
Okay, Franklin. I've been listening for the past couple of days with you, and I withheld my comments. I said I'm just gonna listen.
Okay.
But I mean, but that clip you've just played, I mean, it has to be someone who's demon possessed, because here it is. I mean, you cannot be promoting peace and simultaneously you are at war with the same people you are promoting peace within. You know what I mean? And here it is, a native Dominican is saying, "Jab jelly man." The man is trying to earn a living, a decent living, you know. And here it is, you're bringing down the man in a very condescending manner, telling "Jab jelly man." It must be someone who's demon possessed, and I am convinced this person who was making those comments that person has a lot of demons in them. Have a good afternoon.
Yes, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is your show. This is Talk on the Block. So if it's on the block, talk about it. 234. It's your turn.
Franklin,
Right here.
this is Lucy. I wasn't going to call. I was just listening, just like the young man said. Franklin, this is the worst thing that has ever happened to Dominica, is to put this man there and give him that title. I'm not even saying it, to run this country. Because you see, he is the one who put division in the country. He put in division, he calling for peace. People don't know what does he mean by that. This is the most malevate man. Hello, can all you tell me if the person that put him there die already? Because I hear old people say when you do something to people and you die already, it cannot be changed. Thank you.
Wait. Macacre caution site show that is concerning relating to selling of coconut water. Oh, if so, well, me and Mottley just embrace a macacre caution in there, right? No. This is deep. This is very deep. What men won't say to deceive other men. Jesus, take control.
Rich men in Sodom, who can save me now from who I have become?
Talk to me good afternoon, 235. Talk on the block. 1.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm right here.
You know, I just made it a bad habit of following your show right
Your
now.
final one, though.
Yeah, but check this. You just made my point. You see that Jellyman piece you just played there?
That was.
You see that? Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? They're bringing down the people of the country who are hardworking and productive because that is not what they want. Independence is not what they want. They want dependency. Because if you dependent on me, I'm going to treat you like anything that I feel like a dog, a cat, a piece of garbage or whatever. And this is what I'm talking about you have for leadership. That man is working hard, but he's fine. And matter of fact, let me tell you something, my brother. He's bringing down your trade, being a comedian, because you're such a good person at what you do. And the kind of vibes you bring when you do your comedy. And he goes on there trying to be a clown. It's a word of a con man. Brother, I'm out. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much.
I dine with princes, baron and baronials, corporation agents. I just bust them feathers. No man got the FBI. Shopping is CIA. Why billionaires in trouble? I'm protected by my senior council champion.
Government, what God is doing now? Because this country, there's just too much hatred in this country. There's too much political tribalism. We have to promote peace in our country, brotherhood and sisterhood, togetherness.
A few minutes later.
You can't come here and talk about no charity, man. Which charity, what damn charity am I talking about? Charity, man. Let's get serious in Dominica. Let's get serious in Dominica. Let's get serious in this country. He's a jelly man, Jelly man what? What jelly man can do for you? What jelly man can do for you in Castle? Ladies and gentlemen, I have always heard that wise men come from the east. You are bright people. You're smart people. You can't go and gamble with your future with some sideshow that's taking place in Casimus constituency. There is a sideshow. Macacre talking about. Oshoni. serious business. Serious business. Jellyman can build a house for you. What can Jellyman do for you, Cassie Rose? Maybe give you a jelly? Maybe give you a jelly? Yes? Give you a jelly. That's all. You pay $5 to get a jelly. And jelly is selling out to you anyway. I mean, because this country, there's just too much hatred in this country. There's too much political tribalism. We have to promote peace in our country, brotherhood and sisterhood, togetherness.
Hospitals in the sky, just one on the ground. You go see dies. I'm a king of deception. Oh yeah, men in my home, rich men in Sodom. Who can set me now?
It's your turn.
Who I have become?
Yes, you're right here.
It's my turn again.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let Skerritt know.
Mr. Scary, please.
I want to let him know that I was always serious. It's the people that put him there that wasn't serious. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let me see if I can go overseas quickly and got to do some more business and pay the bills. 2:40, you are on. You with me? Hello? 1. Are you there? 2? Not there.
What your children don't do what I have done. A man online selling his nation. My Dominica trade house. Got time.
Somebody's saying, boy, 2 Americans visited an Asian country a few years ago and came up with the idea of bottling jelly coconut water when they saw the amount of coconut that was being grown in that country. Today, that company is a multi-billion-dollar company. What about Dominica?
Come on, a country where the leader richer than the whole country. Come on, be part of a society where law and crime exist in harmony.
I have so many clips coming in. I'm trying to search for one. No, I'm not going to read this one. Sorry.
On my website, loyal to none, man, woman, no nation. Against the food farmers, doctors and teachers. I foresee this sun going down on me. Oh Lord.
Right on cue, right on cue, right on cue, right on cue.
You're right on cue. 2:42 afternoon time. What's in your mind? The city is hot. It's a blockage top. Good afternoon to you.
Well, you have a good afternoon. So, and I really enjoy it. The people come with different ideas.
Yes, sir.
Franklin, it have a time for politics, and it have a time for nation building, And even the people that support the government, which we all once upon a time was supporting, the whole country was supporting Labour parties. From the 80s, everything shifts. When it comes to development, if you can't play with politics too much, it's every 5 years you have politics. And as I was telling you this morning, Franklin, if you see somebody doing something good, for instance, look at Mr. Ronald Charles. He's an opposition member, but he have a bicycle tournament on the Bayfront, I think on Sunday.
Mm.
Even the people in government supposed to support him, give a contribution. Let's say the Parliament of Rosie. Franklin, look at the Bayfront. That's a unique spot for tourism, cruise visitors, overnighters. But the Bayfront needs some things. It needs washroom. It needs more little bars, entertainment bars. Little bars like what the guy had there, or they was calling a mix. Any over the night you pass there, the man bar was open. And they don't realize the man was a security at the Bayfront, You need more of those things, even like I was telling you this morning, all over the island. Look at all those big projects that are going on from Grand Bay to Maricot. Those roadside, they're supposed to be full bars. Truck drivers going up, they're supposed to buy a bottle of jelly. And this is what we need. For instance, look at when you leave Canefield going down to Massac, that place where they dumping garbage there, not garbage, soil by the sea before the basketball place. I believe that's a place the former Polarization for the area there need to develop as a vendor site for vendors, because you have to create those things. Look at all the Creole Festival. People want to eat local food, ain't it, Franklin?
Yeah, I think so.
When they come here, they don't want to eat the same fast food. Like I was telling you, look at that whole block when you leave Esma coming down where the road used to pass in front of Public Works there. Inside there, they've abandoned it, go clean it up, put the trailer trucks there, put the vendors from inside Yam Paste, Fokole, wherever they were, wherever they do, wherever they is in that area there, to vend. Have young people that have talent, they're making local tablets, coconut cheese. When you pass by the fishery, they're all that's supposed to be spots. And this is what we need. And that is where the government have to have the vision. You don't follow what you see other Caribbean countries do. As I was telling you, tourism is not just about building the big walls and the hotel. You have to give the people entertainment. When they come out in the sites, on the sites, they need those things. Look at this. Look at the plan Mr. Bully had for the garden. Odwin Bully, the man had a plan for the gardens to put something like 3 waterfalls, so that disabled people that coming off on the ship would able to go and bathe in those waterfalls. One from the hot spring at Water Waven, like the sulfur water. One from the sea, one from the river, and the man was going to put the indigenous people on the top side when you're going out to the gate, up and down, like when they put in rubbish. Mr. Bully wife have all the documents, everything. You let you do that project because she have the thing. You have Webbing Calibisi, their former Calypsonian. The man is a marketing promoter. He do magazines for tourist sites. He work with travel agents. He film all by me up in Barbados up there, a venture Caribbean flaming, I think with Miss Bullios. She was in that. You have to get those people to promote. You know, see these people that promoting for those travel magazines. They come here from Italy and wherever they come, and they film them. They film in all the roadside. All there in a little bar by the Scotia Bank there. It's on YouTube. You can see our website is that foreigner that come and doing that.
Yeah.
Not us.
Okay, brother. I expecting a call. Can I call back and continue? I'm expecting a call overseas.
Cool, man.
Okay,
I just
I appreciate.
you, man. We have to develop. Cool, man.
Thank you. Okay, same one here. Okay, yes. Did I get you? Did I get you on the line? Okay, I connected exactly when he dropped off. Okay, let me just do this. Got to pay some bills. I'm gonna come right back after this. Okay, I think he or she's on back. Is that a local call or overseas? Good afternoon. Okay. Overseas? Yeah. Okay, it's not. I'm sorry about that. My apologies. I was expecting your call. I've been waiting for it, but it didn't get in.
I see Golo in shopping for farming supplies. So I ask him, what are you doing inside Bloombox? You have a farm? He tell me, that's how it has sort. I've been married 37 years. So come at them with money farm. They say, no, not woman. Like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
On Friday, August 29th at 10:15.
And carry, cash and carry, cash and carry, cash and carry. At Cash and Carry, we offer the finest selection of products that cater to your every need. From groceries to household essentials, our shelves are stocked with quality items that are sure to impress. And guess what? We're not just great for wholesale, we're also your go-to place for all your food service needs. Located right opposite the Immigration Department on King George V Street in Rosal, we take pride in providing you with an unforgettable shopping experience. Our friendly staff is here to assist you in each and every step of the way. Ready to place an order or have a question? Call us at 316-0184 or 6823. And carry, cash and carry, cash and carry, cash and carry. We can't wait to see you.
And cash and carry. We're carrying on. 2:49 afternoon time and 4 seconds. It's your turn. Talk to me on the blocky.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good morning. I hope you pick up the voice.
The voice fall long. Let me pick it up. Talk again. Let me pick it up.
That's Clarence Christian.
My brother Clarence Christian. The floor is yours. Open the curtain. Spotlight. Lights on camera. Action.
I just feel like I'm going to call because I find it is shameful that we have trivialized this speech of Mia Mottley into what I called the parochial politics. Mia Mottley came to speak at the Labour Party
70th
rally
anniversary
in Dublin. And she gave a lecture that any lecturer would give to students at a university doing a master's program or a PhD program on climate change. That's what she was talking about. And she was talking to the industrialized countries. They are the ones who are producing the carbon gases and creating climate change. Look, we have all this sagasome weed. And this is basically what he was talking about. When those weeds come and affect the hotels, the beaches, and where the guests, tourists go to bathe, we see it happening in Portsmouth, we see it happening in Marigot, in those countries. And these people do not, the industrialized countries are not worried about us. They're taking bread from our countries. This is what he was talking about. And we hear, and you sitting down here and trivializing that master's degree, PhD degree lecture that this lady came down and gave to us. This is what we're talking about. Bro, let me tell you something. Dominicans are very, very, very bright. Let me give you an example. When I grew up in Fishland, we had only one medical doctor we could call from Granby, that was Dr. Griffin. Today, in the general Granby area alone has 27 medical doctors working, all trained by the Dominica Labour Party. This is what we're talking about. 27 medical doctors working in Dominica, all trained by the Dominica Labour Party. Don't talk about lawyers, engineers, architects, accountants, and so on. So Dominicans are well-educated people. So we cannot trivialize things. This is what it is. You have works going on, right? This is what I want to say. I don't want to talk about anything, but this when you trivialize it into a parochial politics.
Clarence, somebody's asking you to point out the wrong any caller said about Mia's clip in this speech. A caller is asking, two callers are asking, two of them are coming simultaneously. Ask Clarence to point out the wrong any caller said about Mia's clip in the speech.
You're trivializing it because let me tell you again.
The question was, ask Clarence to point out the wrong any caller said about Mia's clip.
No, you're trivializing it and totally taking it out of context.
What wrong point out any wrong that any caller said, any caller said regarding Mia's clip?
The caller took the speech out of context and placed it as if he was referring to Dominica. What he did.
I understand you.
But Mia Mottley was giving a lecture. When I used to be doing my master's degree, you go to the lecture hall and the lecturer come and give you a master's lecture. This is what she did at the speech up there on climate change.
Okay.
This is what she did, and we should not be. And I cannot allow you to, as somebody who has some level of training, to trivialize that speech of the lady.
As a trained journalist, that's what she said. It's not manufactured. That's what she said. Good afternoon. You're on.
how this man know is that the lady mean. The lady explained to him no, that she mean. And he talking about so much doctor, but workers at 20 doctors until it's
20 doctors, yes.
too many, until it is too many doctors in Dominica. And doctors have to go all Trinidad call about. So what this man talking about? This man always bring politics. Thank you, man, Mr. Moses.
254. Good afternoon.
So, my friend Franklin, good afternoon.
I'm right here.
So, the precursor to Mia Mottley was who? That woman from Vietnam, right? Who held a big position internationally. She told us to suck salt. Let them suck salt. So that was the precursor. So what nonsense Clarence is talking about? They want us to suck salt. They want us to suck salt. Mottley only said what happens, how you suck salt, how you make people suck salt. But the other one told us directly, let them suck salt. Let them suck salt. How does Clarence interpret that one? That was a lecture too? Enough said.
Mr. Moses, this is why sometimes I just call on Dominicans for us to boycott Mr. Christian on this station, although he's a Dominican, because he never says something for the Dominican people. A politician came on a political platform. I was one who said she wasn't welcome. I said it. And I'm man enough to say, well, I said she wasn't welcome. But when she said that, I had to be in agreement with her, because anybody that tried to take away somebody's food from their mouths, that person is doing something evil. And so when she said that, I applaud her for saying it, because this is what's going on in our country. And what guy in Scott said, my village, where I'm from, he was an architect. He wasn't supporting the government of the day. And they fire him with a red letterhead. Up to now, he never got a job in government again. He from Scott said people should hear me as a person from their village, and they know it's true. And rise up and say, man, we didn't rise up the first time, but now we need to say, man, enough is enough. Get out of office. That's what people should do. No, what Mr. Kevin said there is just garbage. To tell you a lecturer came and he was doing like he teaching student in a class. He's just talking pure lies. What he said, it doesn't make no sense. Mr. Clemens, what you saying there it is irrelevant. It got no relevance to what you say. What Miss Mia Mottley said, that stands for every country, even America. Thank you, Moses.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in? Need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
If you deprive some people the right to grow their own food, they're going to suck salt. If you deprive from people the right to be able to earn a living and get a job, they're going to suck salt. And if you take food from people, and you take jobs from people, and you take hope from people, you effectively destroy the area in which the people are living. I ask you to go.
Ooh, oh, KFC. Ooh, oh. Looking for some place to go. Red variety milks for store. Find your original seed. Grab your family and your friends. Join in the experience. KFC. It's the place to be. Made for you and me. KFC. KFC. It's finger licking good.
Somebody who create like a big creole. Mouvement créole assure tout le monde créole pour attention. Comité pour études créole Dominique et puis Radio QFM qui a présenté Mouvement créole. Tous les mardis soirs entre 6 et après-midi. Information, blagues, interviews, l'histoire, problème, discussion, reportage, apprendre à parler et puis écrit créole. Lien avec ton tête créole. Bon musique créole. Mouvement créole. Nous fait un rendez-vous, messieurs, mesdames. Tous les mardis soirs, QFM qui est frappé avec bon parole créole. Sans ça participer, qui est nous? Rapide parti là. Mouvement créole à seconde station QFM. Voici avec nous tous les mardis soirs 6h pour Mouvement créole. Matchez ça. News from Auto Trade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of Auto Trade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, Auto Trade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, there's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by Auto Trade every last Thursday. At Auto Trade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
This man on the radio, we have to cut him off because he's talking garbage. He's talking about 27 doctors alone in one area. How many doctors we have from Dominica in the hospital? Mr. Christian, you acting like a child. Listen to scripture. The Bible says when you was a child, you act like a child. You think like a child. You operated like a child. Mister, you're a big man. Stop being childish. Stop being political and stop doing something for the country. If you're dead and gone before me or after me, somebody will say, but Mr. Clarence stood for the country, irrespective of his political sides. Do something for the country, man. You acting like a baby that look like maybe you hiding from something. I don't know. I'm not saying that, But how you speak sometimes, it make me think like you hiding from something. You hiding to get your bread. And if you don't have bread at this time, don't worry, man. People, you can't be, I can't be older than you. Just study that. If you have bread, damn bread now, just leave. Live to die one day and don't study bread. Bread will come. Because my father let me say, once you have mouth, you must eat. So don't flatter nobody doing stupidness and injustices just to get a piece of bread from them. You're not a child again. You're old man, you're aging man, maybe you're elderly man as well. I don't know you. But I'm hearing you all the time. So don't worry about that, man. Just do what is right for the country. Speak for the country. And that will settle the matter.
Clouds in the sky, just one on the ground. You go see a die.
It's 3 o'clock. I give you 15 more minutes. It's I give you 12 more minutes. Yes, good afternoon.
Let me inform Mr. Clarence Christian that Mia Mottley spoke the truth. And we Dominicans know how to analyze truth when we hear truth. So we're not stupid. We understand what Mia Mottley is saying. Mia Mottley spoke the truth. And we are taking the message from Mia Mottley, the truth from Mia Mottley. But we're still not accustomed to hear truth because all our government ministers and our prime ministers keep lying to us. So when we hear truth, we have to analyze truth and take it as truth. She spoke the truth. Now, is it because the capacity trained 27 doctors in the southern area that the Prime Minister has to denigrate a jelly coconut Stella, there's different callings in life. There's different professions and different work. So what is wrong with somebody selling jelly coconut? It's not because everybody can't be a doctor, everybody can't be a lawyer. The same breath he's talking about unity is the same breath he's denigrating somebody that is dividing the population. My God. Oh, jeez.
Thank you for your observation. Thank you so much. Yes. Yep. Just stop. Yeah, take your time because your phone is giving me a little bugging.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
yes.
Mottley spoke English and not lacking. Everybody understand. So you can distract people intelligent, you know? So take a feedback.
Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Clarence Christian, my good friend, beloved, I respect you and love you as a brother. Mia Mottley simply spoke truth to power, trying to interpret what he thought Mia said or was trying to say is very disingenuous. You should have more respect for the Dominican people. Franklin, you did what any good journalist does simply by playing Mia's clip. That's what I did, plays as a journalist without making any judgment or interpretation and allowing the listener to come up with their own conclusions. And thank you very much for that observation. That's all. And that is basically our position. That I'm not for or against. We present the facts and you make your own informed judgment. It's 3:05:20, and that's Talk on the Block for this afternoon. A multiplicity of ideas coming in, and you're free to speak. You're on. It's your turn.
Hello?
Yes, it's your turn.
Yeah, could you just play that song by Burning Spear?
By who?
Not stupid, or they want to sing stupid?
No. By whom?
Hello?
This song by whom?
Burning Spear.
Oh, by Burning Spear. What's the title of it?
They want us to think stupid.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So let me see if I work on that. Yeah, Burning Spear. They want us to. Okay, I think that's supposed to be it. I think. No, would that be it? No. No, that's not it. They want us to speak to stupid. Oh man, give me a call again. You said they want us to. Oh, okay, not stupid. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, that's it. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay. Not as young as I used to be. 3:06 afternoon time. Yes. Yeah. Talk to me.
Yes, Franklin.
Yes, sir.
Baroness Scotland.
I'm looking for that clip. I'm looking for the clip.
Arrangement. Roosevelt Skerritt arranged for her. Nobody plays politics like Roosevelt Skerritt. Nobody denigrates anybody else on the political platform like Roosevelt Skerritt. And there's the example of the coconut man in Castle Bruce. Nobody does it better. So Clarence Christian must not come and say we're playing politics. Clarence Christian must not come and say we're misinterpreting. Clarence Christian must not come and say we're denigrating. Because nobody does it better than Skerritt. He brought the Baroness to tell us directly that we're going to suck salt. Mia Mottley, they overlooked Mia Mottley's speech. They didn't know what she was going to talk about. Now she's talking about how you make people suck salt. She's telling us how you make people suck salt. That's all she was telling us. And that's exactly what Roosevelt Skerritt is doing. That is why they don't like that interpretation. Roosevelt Skerritt is making us suck salt by all the criteria that Mia Mottley spoke about. So when they hear it, they cannot take it because it's revealing. Enough said.
Thank you very much. Well, somebody's saying when Clarence said a quarry was coming from China, how should we have interpreted it? Additionally, so Mr. Moses, you mean to tell me that the Christian person had the nerve to call your program to say Mia Mottley came to Dominica to give a lecture to university students? Boy, Clarence, leave that alone. It's my partner still. Love Unlimited, but let the man take his fire, okay? Okay.
We are loaded with doctors, but our healthcare situation is at the worst. Healthcare in Dominica is at its lowest. Doesn't that man see how many people are just dying in the hospital? An empty hospital, an empty shell. Don't you see how our Dominicans are dying? Tell Clarence to shut his
No, okay, that's it. Bye bye. Next. Last one. Okay, I gotta go. I will be going at 3:15. Okay. Yeah, you're on.
Yes, Mr. Moses. Good
Let,
afternoon.
yeah, let's okay, go ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, totally loud and clear on a fight to the fight qualified.
Oh, okay. I can recall when Mr. Ron Abraham had the television network in Dominica, which was called Mottley. And then he wanted to install landline phones so people could have phones from Mapping at their homes and public phones as well. And then Cable and Wireless had the monopoly, took it to court. Then Mr. Mapping won the case. And then after they appealed the case, it took a lot of time. Mapping will lose a lot of money during that time. They built a big building in Roseau. And then when the case was decided, the Privy Council get to know Mapping has the right to have phones as well. So what was Cable and Wireless information to the people is they are going to move from Dominica. So what happened? The OECS countries said, if you are moving from Dominica, you have to move from all of us. But what did Mia Mottley accept it after a hurricane destroyed our country? Another an institution Dominica helped to be where it is today is leaving our country. And Mia Mottley just accepted it. When people started to give her a lot of headache on that, she said Kerry has her WhatsApp number and he has them. So Kerry is my friend. That was the only thing she said. She's going all over the world talking about the reparation. No, she came to Mr. Kerry and them activities in Dominica and she's talking about talking salt and the government does not give people all those things. But she's not different. She is the same thing. She's just pretending to be conscious, but she's evil too, because I cannot understand a member, a country like Dominica, going through such a difficult situation after Hurricane Maria. You're accepting a foreign institution that became extremely wealthy because of the assistance and some of the advantages they achieved from Dominica, and yet still they live in us in a kind of a way. All of these people who took the loans to build their houses on Portsmouth side, they did not consider that, and Myanmar could have thought of that as well. You understand? So I have a problem, even if Myanmar coming and talking nonsense. When I just see that nonsense, what you say is making sense. But I believe the Labour Party knew she was coming to say that they will not even allow her to say that, because there are certain things that she said that I would feel embarrassed if I was a person instrumental in the Labour Party business. So what I am saying is she herself is of no different. It's a paradox. Thank you.
Okay, make it short and sweet. I gotta go short, very short, not this one. Okay, so we missed that one. I missed that one. Okay, very short. We gotta go. We have you only have leave at 3:15. Yes, talk to me.
Franklin, I have said it already.
God, I'm looking for you so long.
Mia Mottley had breakfast with Prime Minister Kerry that fatal morning in Barbados. That breakfast morning was publicized all over the world. And the following afternoon on the media, Mia Mottley's news, prime news, was Ross University moved to Barbados. She never told Minister Skerritt that she was taking Ross or Ross was coming to her. She never convinced Ross. Ross, please stay with him. Stay with Dominica. It's okay. We all right. Stay with him. You crook Skerritt. You stabbed him in his back. And Skerritt never called you a dog. That is my problem. And you'll sit and eat together and you'll are stabbing each other in the back. That is what is my problem with those OECS leaders. Crooking one another. Take care, boss.
Good afternoon, Franklin, and good afternoon to all Dominicans. Clarence Christian, are you for real? Are you here defending the indefensible? Who is trying to trivialize Mia's speech? The lady came and she gave her speech on the political platform, on the Labour political platform. You can direct it to where you want, but that speech was directly relating to Dominica. You mean we are in such, Labour Party puts Dominica in such a good place that we cannot dissect anything from her speech and apply it to us? Dominicans are sucking salt under this Labour Party. So you mean to tell me that we should look right over there to take out the mote in someone else's eyes and leave the beam in ours? No, there's a lot of what Mia Mottley said that is applicable to Dominica's situation and applicable to Dominicans and applicable to the quasi-government that has imposed the misery and decline of our economy and the way of the people's life being able to earn their livelihood. And that is what it is. So we should take what is in Mia's monthly speech for ourselves. And that is why people like you, those enablers, will always come around to defend the indefensible. But you know darn well that what Mia Mottley said is quite applicable to the Dominican people and our situation. You just need to get out of here with your nonsense. You come there talking about those industrialized countries. Who destroyed Dominica more than Roosevelt's carrot and his gang? This man brought Dominicans to poverty. This is the man who has sold our CBI, and none of the billions are accounted for. This is the man who has brought Dominicans as second-class citizens. This is the man that has created no form of industry in Dominica. We have no income-generating product industries in Dominica for our young people to earn. And look at what he's doing. Right now, they're breaking down the people's coconut stands. Did you just heard the clipping? Why didn't you defend that one? You're here defending me, a Mottley Jacobo? You're not in any position to defend that clip. Why didn't you defend the one of Roosevelt's carrot when he said key jab jelly man? When he dissed and trivialized what the man was doing to earn his living. That is what you need to talk about. And let Mia Mottley defend herself. But you cannot pull the wool over Dominicans' eyes because Dominicans are smart people. We are smart enough to recognize that our situation is exactly what Mia Mottley spoke about in the speech. So just get out of it.
I gotta go though. I'll probably see you on Monday. Pray for my brother Matt. He'll be back. Beginning to like this. I got a network. I'll pass it on to Matt. From New York to New Jersey to London to Germany to Switzerland to Barbados, Trinidad, wherever you are, Miami, we've got a network. But it would not be possible without your inclusion, without your ideas. They want us. I'm going to leave on that note, though. Burning Spare, they want us to think and feel stupid. Let me take it from the beginning again. I wanted to hear the beginning of that. Thank you very much for that. Okay, wait, I think I'm just waiting for this last international call. I think it's international. Yeah, the last one, and I gone.
Yes, Franklin, just before you go.
Yes.
You just said you wondering how Clarence Christian could have said that and whatever. But I understood it as soon as I heard that Clarence Christian was not talking about they going for a crusher. Because I've been involved in that heavy equipment and crusher thing for too very long. I knew he said that they were going for a crusher, not a new whatever. He knew that they were going for that because they were already behind with what they had, you know. So I understood this concept. Good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. Thank you. God bless you. I just wanted to say good afternoon to my friends up there. There's something called Talawa. When I was in Trinidad, I had in rehab, they brought me for some bake and shack. Now, this is absolutely delicious. Some of my friends, they're coming back down to Dominica for that. So we have the Talawa wings and the pork bucket and the stewed pig feet, and it's all happening Saturday 23rd. So it's up at Goodwill, I think. Yes, it's succulent and bursting with flavor.
They've been celebrating all these things. They've been celebrating all
It's at Downlands Gap in Goodwill, right after the second turn pedestrian crossing at the hospital. Thank you very much for joining me. 3:18 and 18 seconds done counting. Up and we'll see you again. Holding on for Matt Peltier. This is the big station Q95, where we are just standing on the front line. I'm not on the line. Bring it on. Whatever it's of national importance, we'll talk about it. And we just ask and pray that everybody remains respectful of each other. But we will search for the truth. and we'll try to generate as much interest as possible. That's what pays our bills right here. So I got to go. Until I meet you again at the same time, I say good afternoon to you. This is Burning Spear with a final call for the afternoon, 3:18. Yes, your final call. You on, finally.
Yes, Franklin.
Yes.
One single thing.
Yes, I know
I
that.
believe we have married in Dominica, you know. Ralph Gonzalez came to Dominica on a platform of the Labour Party and said we do not need an international approach. 2 years after that, he built it.
Then me.
So you're going to see everybody represented to us.
Only conscious music until 3:30. Hey. The guy who called me and recommended the song, yo, bro, you are genius. You're supposed to be a DJ. Big up to all my listeners. Listen, it's a web around the world, from Switzerland to London to Barbados, Trinidad, New York, Washington, New Jersey. Let me see. Let me look. Let me good. Okay, they don't want to mention that one. Okay. They want what?
So they want us to feel stupid. That's what they want us to be. Hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's what they want us to be. That's what they want us to be. They've been celebrating all these days. They've been celebrating all these days. So what about the slavery days? So what about the slavery days? They've been celebrating all these days. They've been celebrating all these days. So what about the slavery days? So what about the slavery days? Hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. So they want us to be. So they want us to be. They know that I know. And I know that they know. They know that I know. And I know that they know. Hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's what they want us to do. That's what they want us to do. They told us things will be better. They told us things will be cheaper. They told us things will be easier. Hey. So they want us to think stupid.